What's up everyone, Off the Cuff Reviews here. My name's Alex and today I have a special new video. We are going to be diving into another creator's video on this platform and we're gonna be talking about it. So let's get into it. So I knew from the get-go that I was going to be mad at this video just based on the thumbnail alone, which I will throw up right here. Just like the smug attitude in the thumbnail kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But you know what? I've seen this creator's videos before. Some of them I disagree with, but some of them I do agree with. So you know what? I figured maybe this was clickbait and maybe we can just like, I figured this was going to be clickbait. I literally figured this was going to be clickbait and then it was worse than I could have ever imagined. And I'm only a couple minutes into it and then I figured, let me react to this entire video on my channel. So, we're gonna be doing a response and a reaction. Something that I wanted to talk about because this creator, his name is Tank the Tech. This guy has like this notion, it seems that, now by the way, we're gonna do a full reaction and listen, if this goes a different way than I was planning on towards the end of this video, then okay, but something tells me it's not. So, by the way, just in case you hear me kind of breathing heavy, it's just allergies. I have 5 cats and I'm allergic to them. This video, by the way, hey guys, I don't care if you guys have an ad blocker on, okay? Use an ad blocker. I do. And I have an ad blocker. I actually have a plugin that goes ahead and skips readable sponsored ads. Which, by the way, just so you know, Take the Tech, when you watch this video, you're not getting any ad revenue from me. And I'm not even gonna watch your Raycon sponsorship that you have in this video. I know it's Raycon because I could see it in the description. Now, that should come up and be a red flag right away because he's gonna try to tell you that reactors are lying to you about money, about them, oh, well, they actually do make money from their channels. And that, I'm a reactor in this space, okay? Now, I know I don't have that many subscribers, so that's okay because I have proof of the other way where there is a lot of subscribers and there still isn't a lot of money coming in. So we're gonna react to this. Just trying to get this video saved so we can. Now, the thing that really like struck me was when he started talking about the Fair Use Act. The Fair Use Act of 1976 here in America. That does get thrown around a lot. He claims people are misusing it. And the thing is no, we're fucking not. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why. To be fair, I don't understand why there's so much talk about fair use and so many people don't even understand fair use at all. They just don't get it, but they try to talk and say things in a confident way that makes it seem like they know what they're talking about. But, there. So let's get into this. Let's go.
So today I want to talk about something that's been blowing up on the YouTube scene with music creators, and it's this whole controversy regarding UMG, Universal Music Group. There's been a lot of people that have talked about this, Beato being one of the biggest ones, talking about how he's got strikes from Universal Music Group on his channel, and there's been a lot of other creators piling onto this as well, talking about how many strikes they get, and they get copyright claims by everything, and
exactly.
It's one of the big things that reactors always talk about. They talk about how they don't make money from their reactions because they're getting hit with copyright claims all the time.
Good.
And while I don't want to specifically focus on UMG, I want to talk about this whole copyright claim thing and this notion that reactors aren't making money, because I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I think most of them are full of shit. And I think a lot of them have been lying to try and get people's sympathy when it's not exactly how this is working. I've been doing this for a while now, and I know how this shit works. We're filming live on Twitch. Welcome to everybody in Twitch chat. We've been doing this a lot. And at the end, just to prove my point, I actually want to dive through some of the bands I've reacted to over the years and go to my analytics and actually like tell you guys how much
and you
money
know what? We'll go to our
analytics
as well.
And I have made money doing this. That's why when I see a lot of reactors saying, donate and go to my Patreon because I don't make money, like, it's kind of over-exaggerated in my opinion, but let's check this out.
Pause. It's not over-exaggerated. It is not over-exaggerated. And here's the thing. When I say that from my account where I only have like, what, 3,000 subscribers, okay. I could totally see where you're like, oh, well, you just don't have a lot of subscribers. Okay, well, how about Ashley, who has over 80,000 subscribers, okay? Over 80,000 subscribers. And how she does reactions and she doesn't make any money from them. And when I say doesn't make any money, I mean like legitimately the source of revenue for her videos are like, it's nothing. She doesn't even get paid out half the time because you have to hit a certain threshold that she never hits. Well, I can't say never. She does hit it sometimes, but it's not because of reactions. It's definitely not because of reactions. She's done some older videos that have been evergreen content that have transcended because she has been on YouTube for a long time. And those are the videos that get her over the threshold. Not the reactions, because every one of her reactions is copyright claim, copyright claim, copyright claim, copyright claim. No matter how many times she fights them, every one of her videos. We'll go through my analytics and we'll go through her analytics. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw a screenshot up and I'm going to show you like her stuff and I'll show you my stuff later on in the video. So we can really disprove this notion of this. But I also wanted to talk about fair use, because I got to the point in this video where he does talk about that, and he is actually completely mistaken and misinterpreting what fair use even is. So let's get back into the video.
So this video was uploaded 7 days ago, and it has over 1 million views. The description says, in this episode, I talk about Universal Music Group's unfair practice of using bogus copyright strikes to prey on YouTubers. Now, I will say this is going to be different from the overall topic that, like, I want to focus on, where reactors are just saying they're not making money and probably are, but I think this is going to feed into a lot of it, so I'm going to check this out. I may not play this full thing on stream, so if you want to watch this video, I'll link it in the description, but let me check this out real quick.
What's up, everyone? I hate making these videos, but I really need to, because it seems like the only thing that ever gets done is when you talk about this stuff. UMG, Universal Music Group, has continued to send emails about copyright content ID claims and now copyright strikes on my channel. As a matter of fact, I have three shorts. Okay, these are under a minute long, that if they go through in the next 4 days, I'll have 3 strikes on my channel.
By the way, let's pause that. Let's pause that. So, as Rick's talking, which I don't think Tank the Tech ever mentions, because I don't even think he pays attention to any of this, to be honest with you. And something that Rick, I don't even think mentions. Now, Rick said those videos are under 1 minute long. Now, when you post a short onto YouTube, if you go into the YouTube studio, if it is under a minute long, literally 59 seconds, it will be monetized. It will not be demonetized. Yeah, it will. And it literally will say, policy of YouTube Shorts. Because that's in the fucking written policy. So, for anyone who's gonna try to sit here and claim blah blah blah, like just delete your videos because you're wrong, you shouldn't have posted copyrighted content, well, they allow it. Because they're full of fucking shit. Because, like, what I'm talking about is, like, the labels and the people who do these copyright claims, they're full of shit.
Now,
well, without seeing the rest of it, this video was uploaded 7 days ago and his channel is still up, so I assume everything got kind of resolved, which doesn't surprise me, but continue.
if you don't fight these things, those 3 strikes would actually remove my channel from you.
By the way, hey, by the way, Tank, that's why he made the video, bro. That's why he made the video.
YouTube.
Yeah, of course it got resolved because he made the video.
Is here. It's an Adam Duritz video. It's a short.
Real quick, I want to go back and just point something out.
This
is very important
part
to
of
know.
this video.
When you get a copyright strike from a publisher on YouTube, you get options. Now, sometimes they'll just issue an indefinite strike right away, no questions asked, like your video's removed, you're getting a strike. But notice on this one, my face is kind of covering it, but I'll read it. It says, your video is scheduled to be removed in 4 days and your channel will get a copyright strike due to a removal request from a claimant. If you delete your video before then, your channel won't get a copyright strike. That is a very important thing to know, because a lot of these creators have been making it sound like they're getting like super boned hard and their channel is at risk. If you delete the video, you won't get the strike. Now, I'm not arguing the point that I know Beato is.
We're gonna pause it right there. He's literally saying, just delete your video. That defeats the whole purpose of fighting the fair use, fighting it with the fair use law or whatever the fuck he's gonna say later on in this video. So, like, it defeats the purpose. Like, why are you trying? You literally are in the same space as us. So why are you literally trying to say, just delete your video? Just delete your video and you will get a strike. Just delete the video? Just delete the video. Oh, so just hand over your rights. You have rights, but just hand them over to the fucking corporations and the people running the shit. And now you don't have rights anymore, but at least your video gets to, at least your channel doesn't get taken down. That's on you if it does. That's like literally, do you guys know that in America we have the 4th Amendment, which is no searches or seizures of anything without consent, meaning unless you literally are committing a crime or literally if a police officer comes up to you and demands your ID, you do not have to give it to them. Okay? Because of the 4th Amendment. You literally, so that, him saying that is like the same type of people online who would literally go around saying, just comply with the cop and give them your ID. Well, why is it written into the Constitution that we have rights, and why would I just hand over my fucking rights? Doesn't add up, does it? No, it doesn't. So you have the rights with fair use, you shouldn't have to delete your video. That's the whole fucking point. So it does affect your channel. It does affect your money. It does affect you. It does affect you directly. And if he keeps the video up and he doesn't fight it and doesn't make this video calling them out, they strike his channel and then it gets taken down.
It's going to make. The copyright system is absolutely broken, and there are some publishers that take advantage of this, and creators want their videos to stay up, for sure. But the option to delete your own video and not get a copyright strike is there. So I just want to point that out.
If you want to know how much money this is over, that one video, the 6th Avenue Heartache one, made $36.52.
Now that is a great point to bring up as well too, because in the grand scheme of things, sometimes, especially with shorts, we're talking peanuts here. Like, these copyright systems are hitting YouTubers over like less than $100. Like, lawyer fees would be way more than the money in question. So that is actually a great point that Rick brings up there, because I've had that happen too, where I'm like, really? They want to go nuts over this much money? Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
The next one has me in it. It's an Olivia Rodrigo song that I played maybe.
Okay, I would just like to point out again, it does say this is a time-gated strike. If you remove your video, you won't get a strike. I just want to point that out.
The third copyright strike is from a Hans Zimmer short. It's also UMG. It's from the...
And again, just to point out, it does say your channel won't get a copyright strike if you delete the video.
Just today, I opened up my email, and if you look at this, these are all copyright claims that just came in, or content ID claims. So they start at 1:04, and then the next one's at 1:04 p.m. And the next one's at 1:04, then 1:18 p.m., then 1:33 p.m.
Amy in chat just said bots. That's not bots. That is somebody that works for Universal Music Group actually manually going through that, doing that. Because when you get a timed takedown request like this for a channel strike, that is not normally the YouTube algorithm doing that. That is somebody from the label actually going to your video and manually filing a report against
Good for you, Tate.
So this isn't a bot. This is somebody at UMG actually doing this. Infonaut brings up an excellent point as well. Those emails he showed weren't copyright claims. They were responses to his disputes that he had already put in. So basically what that means is he had uploaded a video, he had got a copyright claim on it, and he had disputed it. And that was their response, was denying it. So while that's still, like I just said, that is an actual person sitting there doing that, that wasn't them hitting him with these manual takedowns and strikes that he's talking about. That was somebody denying his disputes.
1,000 claims.
Somebody from
over the last 9
just putting that
years
out there.
from things that are fair use. When I'm discussing songs.
Also, fair use, I feel like this needs to be brought up, and I feel like Rick is smart enough to know this, and he probably does. Fair use is not the reason.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fair use is a legal defense after you've already done something. Like a lot of reactors and a lot of people that use music on YouTube.
Pause. There it is. Okay, so another person. Now, listen, I feel like I don't know why there's so many people who speak on this subject that don't seem to understand what any of this is. And listen, I'm not trying to like attack Tank the Tech for not really getting fair use, but he is like being very like confident in his answer and explaining to you guys what fair use is, but he's literally wrong. So, fair use is not just a legal defense, okay, for when you get sued. The Copyright Act of 1976 has an amendment added to it for fair use. Now, the Copyright Act of 1976 in America, okay, it covers any person that makes a copyrighted work, right? That was put in. It's plain and simple. You cannot take someone else's work and use it as your own. There it is. But fair use comes into play, where it's an amendment to the law. This isn't a legal defense. This is literal law. This is literally written into the law. And it is plain and simple to understand. You cannot use something as fair use if it's owned by somebody else, unless there are certain circumstances. Most of the time, you get away with fair use. Well, first of all, if it's in public domain, but also if you are doing stuff as a review or commentary. Now, I'm saying that because in America, there's something called the First Amendment. And the First Amendment allows you to have freedom of press. There is no regulatory agency, there's no fucking person that sits at a desk that says this person can be a part of the press and this person can't. If you are an American citizen, you can be a part of the press. There's no one that issues press passes. You have to make your own. You could be an independent. And when people are doing reactions to videos, they are essentially doing a commentary style review of a video or of a music or whatever. So that falls under the First Amendment as journalism, as press. So the law that's written into the Copyright Act of 1976 that says you are allowed to use people's works and it's considered fair use is if you are part of the press and you're using it for journalistic purposes. If there's nothing in the law that says you have to edit your video in a certain way, there's nothing in the law that says you have to do any of that. That is the law. It is plain black and white. I don't understand why there's so much misinterpretation of it. It is black and white, dude. You can do this, you can't do this. That's it. There's nothing else to it. And I don't understand why there's so many people who have such a hard time like grasping that. Like, I don't know if they've just been like brainwashed. They're on fucking Reddit all day listening to fucking Reddit people. Or like people in like YouTube comments. Like, I don't understand what this is, okay? I don't understand this phenomenon because it's not just him. There's tons of people. I see tons of comments all the time about this. And they always talk about how fair use is blah, blah, blah. Well, the only way you could do fair use is if you edit your video and it has to be transformed work. Where in the law does it say any of that? Where did you make that up? You made that up in your head. That's a made up thing. The law is simple. You cannot use someone else's work if it's copyrighted work. Unless you are doing something for journalistic purposes, when that is when it falls under fair use or it's public domain. Boom, there it is. Black and white, plain and simple. Now this guy, it's a legal defense, so you would have to be sued to even say, no you don't, no you literally don't. You just have rights. You just have literal fucking rights. You just have rights. That's what they're there for. That is what the law is there to do. It's supposed to protect you. And when UMG comes at you and they copyright claim your video, they are literally infringing on your copyrights. They're infringing on your rights, not the other way around. And every time I dispute a claim, I write that to them. Every time. By the way, it doesn't really work because YouTube doesn't give one single fuck about that. And neither does UMG because they have billions of dollars and they can just sue you into the ground and you don't have any leg to stand on, but I will continue to fight it. And it riles me up when there's a literal creator in the same space as me trying to fight for our rights to be like basically taken away. Just delete your videos then. You won't have to deal with it. Just delete your videos. You delete your video. This is bullshit content. This is slop that you're trying to get views off of to get money, dude. Guess what? I downloaded this for free off of a fucking YouTube MP4 video site. And also, even if I was watching this on YouTube, I literally have an ad blocker and I have a sponsor block. So, bye-bye to your revenue, brother.
Always argue fair use.
And I'm making this instead of a comment. So you don't get to see any more revenue.
I do not intend or claim that I own this music and I'm following it under fair use code, whatever like that. These are legal defenses. Fair use doesn't just allow you...
Wait. The allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. What don't you understand? Criticism, comment. That is part of the press. That's why it's written there and they can't do anything about it. That is why they put that in there. Because you have the First Amendment, dude. Learn your rights, dude. Learn. You don't know the basic First Amendment? That wasn't taught to you in like 3rd grade?
To do these things with impunity.
It's a lot of music. It's literally it can be used as a legal defense, but if someone decides to sue you, but it's not a legal defense
for using it in your video. Not
he's just wrong. He's just wrong. I don't understand why he's so wrong about it and so fucking going down that road. But he's
where
wrong.
I play their music and we talk about it. You need to play people's music to talk about it. That is the definition of fair use. These are interviews with the people about their careers. Now, why are these record labels wanting to take down content about artists that have records on their label?
Money. Everything is money. That's the answer to everything. A lot of these record labels haven't gotten with the times. They're taking advantage of the shitty YouTube copyright system that's in place, and it's over money. Like even the $36 that he brought up, like that stuff adds up over time, and I guarantee you there's somebody, some fucking intern that works at UMG that's been directed by somebody above them, like, oh, I want you to sit down here and go through all these copies.
Yeah, he's right. And by the way, we're going to get back into this in a second. And you know what else? Like, why are you as a creator in this space coming after... And I'm not going to say like you're coming... I don't necessarily want to put it like that you're coming after Rick Beato, but like... Listen, Rick Beato, Rick Beato is one of those guys that has tons of connection, has tons of like weight in the industry and can pull strings and get things done. But at least he's there trying to fight for guys like me and other people in this space. Like, at least he's trying to do something about this and stick up for our rights. He literally went to Congress over this. And you're just like, well, if you just delete your videos, then, like, you can just get away with it. It's fine. Like, you won't have to deal with this. I don't know why we're even making these kinds of videos. Like, you literally, I don't understand, like, what you're talking about. He's literally trying to fight for our rights. And at least there's somebody doing it. At least there's somebody that has the weight, has the pull in the industry that is doing this for us. I'm sick and fucking tired of this. And you know what else is like, that's cool. Like, so like, you're just like, oh, well, I don't know why like these reactors just delete your videos if you're not whitelisted, like whatever, man. But like, you're fine with like people just like interpolating music and then calling it theirs when they stole a whole song from somebody else because they interpolated it. That's fine now. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't fucking like get it, dude. Anyway, let's just get into this.
Copyrights and manually, like, it is stupid as fuck. I'm not ever going to disagree with anything Beato is talking about with this because the system is stupid as fuck. But there's a lot more going on behind the scenes with this stuff that I want to talk about.
Yeah, some of the content ID claims come from the publishers as well. So sometimes I'll get two different claims. I don't even understand how this works, honestly. But
did he really just say what I thought he did?
I don't even understand how this works, honestly.
Then why are we making a video about it?
Why are you making a video about it? Why are you making a video about it and making a video about it? Like,
question, honestly.
They're taking videos from 7-8 years ago. Give it a rest. My God.
That is ridiculous. I will say that. That happens to me from time to time, where a claim that I've actually gotten released for me from a label gets hit by a manual one like 2 or 3 years later. And I'm like, what are we doing here, guys? Like,
then why
that is
are you telling
ridiculous.
people to just delete their videos, bro?
You
make no sense.
3 claims? My channel will get taken down with my 2,000 videos.
No, not true. That's not true at all. Because those are takedown notices. They said if you delete this video, you won't get a strike. So he actually technically legally doesn't have to fight them. He could just take them down. Now again, I'm kind of playing devil's advocate here. I agree with Rick. I am actually.
It's just that you're literally saying fucking stupid shit, bro. You're dumb. This is dumb. This is a dumb take. Don't play the devil's advocate here.
But
you sound like an idiot.
He does have the option to take them down instead of fighting it. It's just, again, that is there. Okay, so I know I was critiquing a lot of things he was saying, and it seemed like I was judging it, but again,
I do roll over to the guy and take it in the ass, bend over for the fucking
this copyright system on YouTube is absolutely busted, dude, because the whole reason...
This guy is a corporate fucking shill. And also, he just loves people like Roddy Radke and all that bullshit, dude. Fuck off, bro.
That the copyright system exists is to stop people from uploading music or movies or other people's art in its entirety and making money off of it. And we can clearly see with Rick's videos when he's doing interviews and he's just lying the song under it and showing parts and stuff like that. He's not posting the entire song just by itself to make revenue off of that. Very few reactors and music content creators are doing that. Like,
wait. First of all, pause that, because what are you talking about? That's not a thing. Everyone that does reactions plays the whole song and they just listen to it and they react to it. That's the whole fucking point of it. And you don't have to edit it a certain way. You've made that up in your brain, bro. You don't need to edit it in a certain way. You don't need to. Oh, it's not just like, well, if you just like kind of like edit it and like you don't really play the whole song and you kind of chop it up. You don't need to do that. You literally do not need to do that. It's called commentary criticism, bro. By the way, pause that. Why do you think commentary tracks exist on physical media of like movies where the director is just talking about it? Because they could literally take that and upload it to YouTube and be fair use, because that's commentary criticism.
Not a thing.
Where they play the whole movie and talk about it while playing? Yeah,
busted,
they're allowed to
and
do
the
that.
fact that there's more power on the publishing side to allow them to put these manual claims in is ridiculous. Like the whole law and the whole...
Okay, but the thing is like, okay, if you think that, bro, if you think that, oh my god, the law needs to be changed, then why are you telling people and advocating for them to just delete the video and you won't have to worry about a strike?
The system needs to be changed for modern times, because that's the biggest problem with it is, yes, as Dr. Cocainium said, they're abusing it.
1976
These laws were written decades ago.
And quite frankly, it doesn't need to be... And quite frankly, this law doesn't need to be changed. It's being abused, and it's not even being abused in the right way. If you actually did try to take a UMG to court, you would win. You would win. You would fucking win. You would win. Like, I understand that, like, they have a lot of fucking money and that they would probably just the way that they would do it is they would prolong the lawsuit so you would run out of money before you could finish the lawsuit. But if you had enough money, you would win. The law is on your side. You are doing fair use, reacting, reviewing, criticism. Just like I'm doing right now. Like, if this guy came to me and tried to copyright claim this video, it's over with. Because that's the same type of shit. It would be fair use. I'm just literally reviewing and criticizing your video.
Updated for modern times.
The same
and the way
thing.
Things are going. But there are
Stop
many ways
to
around
devil's
this
advocate
kind
while
of
you're
stuff.
literally
You
telling
know
people
that
just
because
delete
I
their videos
use
and
all
you don't
of
have to
them.
deal with that.
I do not have
Just comply with the cops.
any of
You
the
don't have to deal
copyright
with them
claim
then.
issues that people like Rick Beato and some of
Okay,
these other
bootlicker.
people claim to have. I don't. Before we started this stream, I even went through my analytics and I told the Twitch viewers, in my last 300 videos, I have 2 copyright claims.
Now,
I've never
pause that. I also haven't gotten a strike on my channel. He is right. Where, yeah, they don't usually just go directly to a strike. Now, with Rick Beato, probably, but not with us. They don't go with just strikes. You can get away with a lot of stuff on YouTube. And I'm talking about, like, you can, like, be pretty mean in, like, comment sections, too. And, like, you can just get away with stuff without being in trouble. But the thing is like, like him saying that he's only ever had 2 copyright claims in 300 videos where he's like playing stuff, like I'm confused because the thing is like when that happens to you, why is that allowed? Is it because you have however many followers and I only have 3,000? Is that why I'm getting copyright claimed? Dude, my last videos, I'm gonna put it up on the screen, you guys will see. They're all copyright claimed. And the one reaction that's like that was actually, it was copyright claimed, that was a more recent reaction, and then I disputed it, and they reversed it, was Red. And you wanna know why? Because Red is nice. And he's actually talked about that in his videos, that he will do anything he can. If he sees somebody reacting, and then him or his team sees that something got copyright claimed and they're trying to fight it or whatever, he'll just whitelist the video. And within less than 24 hours of me submitting that claim, it was whitelisted and I didn't even have to email him. But you know what? I just posted a video literally yesterday that is still blocked. And I begged the record label through email to unblock it after submitting a claim. After submitting a dispute to the claim is what I should say. Go up on my Patreon, by the way, and you don't even have to pay for it. I put it up there for free. Put it up there for free. It's on my Patreon for free. You want to know why? Because it was blocked on YouTube. Crickets from the record label. I don't know what you're talking about. You are full of shit. My fiance has 80,000 plus subscribers, and her last like 20 videos have been copyright claimed.
I've never gotten a strike on my channel. Ever. It's never happened. So of all the reactions I've ever done, I have somehow not had the same problems that all these other reactors and music content creators are having. Simno in chat just said, try doing Maximum the Hormone. For anybody that doesn't know, Maximum the Hormone is a Japanese band that I absolutely love. In fact, I'll put a clip in here really quick just to try this out. Yeah, we'll see if I get a strike from that.
You put
We'll see
literally
what
like
happens.
10 seconds.
But I think that is a good point. That'll lead me into a good point is you have to be smart about this kind of stuff as well when you're a content creator. You have to know what you can and can't do. And I know for sure that a lot of these Japanese labels and publishers are so strict about reactions that you're always flirting with getting hit by this type of stuff that Rick is talking about with Universal Music Group. Like Sony will just give you a takedown request and stuff like that right away. Fat Tony just said, can you pre-clear before release? That's another smart thing. Like myself and a lot of other content creators I know that do music related stuff have burner YouTube accounts, and they will take a video that they've uploaded or edited. They will upload it on this burner account and let the copyrights run and see what happens. and then they can go back and make edits to take things out or move things around if they're trying
You
to
shouldn't
get a
have
copyright.
pause. You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that. When Rick Beato makes his videos sticking up for people like me and other people on this platform who are doing this, he is literally not trying to say, well, if you just go and you do all this extra work and you edit it a certain way, and then, no. We shouldn't have to, because it is fair use. You are wrong. He literally went to Congress to fight this. Why do you think he would do that? This isn't just like some random guy who doesn't know anything. You do fucking like tour management or fucking, I don't even know what you fucking do. Like, you do tech work on tours? What the fuck do you know? He's worked with these bands in the studio with the labels directly, brother. You're not even working with the labels. It just like bothers me, like, that like this guy is the one that's misinformed about this, and he's putting it out in front of hundreds of thousands of people who are also now going to be misinformed.
Free video. There are a lot of content creators that are happy with a copyright claim because they just want to get the video out for views, as long as they don't get a strike, and they can just see they have a claim, and then they just put, you know, they'll upload it on their main channel. And
pause again. You can't just get it pre-released unless you have some kind of fucking contact in the fucking thing. In your video, because if your video gets blocked worldwide, you can't just send the link to the fucking label and say, can you whitelist this? Because it's blocked. Like, they won't be able to see the video. They won't be able to make a judgment on it.
But anyways, I just wanted to get all this out there to see what he's saying about it. But the thing I want to really focus on for the rest of this video is how other music content creators and reactors have taken this kind of narrative about how this is so unfair and have used it to their advantage to basically...
By the way, pause that real quick. And, like, no wonder this guy has a take like this, because I totally forgot about this, but he literally defended Finn McKenty when Finn McKenty, like, had his whole crash out on the internet. Because he was also one of those guys that did, like, reactor kind of content, but, like, not always reaction. Like, some of it was just actual, like, video essays and shit, but Finn McKenty had, like, this big crash out and whatever, and you know, I remember Tank the Tech talking about how he just gets so burnt out doing music content. You just don't have to listen to the music, bro. It's that simple, dog. How are you literally so burnt out from music? I listen to music all fucking day long, every day, for the last literal 30 years of my fucking life. Never once have I ever said, I'm burnt out from this. And by the way, this is like your literal job, isn't it? I know that you do, like, tech work for bands, but, like, this is, like, how you make money now, isn't it? Allegedly, you're gonna show us your AdSense? You do streaming on Twitch? Yeah. Well, you know, Ashley, my fiance, works a full-time job, and then she works full-time at home because she has her YouTube channel. She has 2 YouTube channels. One of them has 80,000 subscribers that she uploads on a weekly basis. And then she has another one where she uploads multiple times a week on. And then she does literal stuff for our small business that we have going on. Makes crafts and does artwork and paintings. Meanwhile, you're sitting there, and she has a full-time fucking job, and you're sitting there being like, I'm burnt out from listening to baby metal. Like, shut the fuck up. No one should take you seriously about any of this, because you're fucking literal. You have lost the fucking plot. You have lost the plot since then. It was like a year ago.
They lie or over-exaggerate the truth to a lot of the viewers to gain sympathy or to possibly gain subscriptions on Patreon and stuff like that, because I've been doing YouTube for 5 years now, and I've navigated the system, in my opinion, very well, and I've learned how all this stuff works. And where we're at in 2025, most record labels and publishers actually are cool with reactions because they see it as free press for their bands and their music. Now, there are some steps that most reactors would have to take. A lot of people mistakenly think that because I'm in the music industry, I have a leg up where I've had contacts to all these labels and stuff like that.
And we're gonna pause right there because yeah, it is. Hey, bud. Let's pull up this video real quick. No. Stop right there. I know that you're about to be furiously typing. So I know that you just like say shit off the cuff, because I do too. But instead, I did a little bit of research into you, bud. Hey, bud, remember that video you made with Alex? I forget his last name, but the video is called, Are Your Favorite Reactors Just Paid Actors? And around, actually, let's see, when was that screenshot? Around the 10-minute mark, you guys talk about how you have connections with literal labels that you contact to whitelist your videos. That's weird that you're now saying that you don't.
I have a relationship where I can get it cleared, and that's actually not quite true. When I first started YouTube, I had just gotten out of the country music world.
No wonder this guy is like a fascist Trumper, doesn't want you to have rights.
So what I did,
fucking loves Ronnie
honestly,
Radke and all that shit.
I went
Defense
to
Finn McKenty. Yeah,
record labels, websites like Nuclear
He's
Blast,
a country guy, of course.
Fearless, Seek and Strike, Napalm. Did I already say Napalm? Whatever. You get the idea. All these record labels. I went to their general contact on their website, and I introduced myself, and I said, hey, I do reactions on YouTube, and I would love to actually work with you guys so that if you have...
Yeah, and wait, pause that, because so did I. I literally went to Century Media for Lorna Shore directly, and they literally haven't responded. That's weird.
Future releases,
that's weird. Or did you say, oh,
like
look
that.
at all this stuff that I've done and all these connections I have, and then you said, oh, why not? I've already worked with some of these bands, so why not?
9 out of 10 times, those labels have said, yes, absolutely. And I've built good relationships with them over the past few years, as have a lot of other YouTubers, because I'm a member of Discord groups where I talk to other YouTubers that somebody doesn't have a contact. They'll be like, hey, do you have a contact for Fearless Records or whatever? And we share them with each other.
Yeah, and there's another thing. Pause that again. Is that he's like in these like little cliques online, the Nick Nocturnals, the Finn McKentys of it all. And they're like closed off to the rest of the fucking world. They have their like little preconceived notions that they're like fucking typing about in their stupid, dumb fucking Discord chats. Which, by the way, how old are you? Get off Discord! Get off Discord, bro! Get off Discord. How old are you again? Get off Discord. That's for literally, you know what Destiny was just doing and what he's involved in? Get off Discord, bro. Anyway, I'm not going to join your stupid Discord chat. I don't want to. Another thing is, it just pisses me off that these guys, they talk about this, well, I'm in this like little clique of people and this, I swear to God, this is how we all do it. Sure. Yeah, and that little clique of people, when one person gains a contact, they say, oh, here's, in the Discord, here's this email.
I even have a Word
we don't have
document on my
access
computer
to that,
of, like,
buddy.
every contact at every label.
So when you go to the contact, and you go to the contact page on a fucking label, who's to say they just ignore it? By the way, I do the same thing for movies, where I literally contact them directly, and 9 out of 10 times, they don't even respond, or they say no. Because I have a movie podcast where we talk about movies. And I just try to get screeners or something because I live in a fucking area where there's no movies. So I go and I say, hey, look, we've actually worked with Netflix. We've worked with blah, blah, blah. We actually have these connections. We have these people. We actually do good work with them. And then we go, can I just get a screener? Because your movie is not playing anywhere close to me. And then they go, sorry, no. Or they go, silence. Same with the record labels. It's the same type of shit. You're 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to get a response. So you do have these connections. And by the way, I literally produced music for over 10 years, dude. I also have some connections, but I'm not like trying to use these connections to get ahead and then lie about it, which is what you are doing. You're trying to claim that everyone else is lying when you're the one lying.
Connection with and
prove
share
it.
That with other
prove you're not
reactors
lying.
and content
Prove
creators.
it.
So there
I'm
are
fired
really
up about
good ways
Prove
that you
it,
can
bro.
do this kind of stuff.
Because I hate snakes like you, dude. I hate snakes like you. I hate them. And people like me, we come after people like you. And we expose you. You and your little clique of friends that all fucking love Ronnie Radke and fucking Finn McKenty and Rockfeed and fucking Trump and all this other fucking nonsense and then try to tell people to just give your rights away to the fascists. Yeah, we come after you, bro. We come after you, dog. We do. That's why I'm fired up about this. Because Rick Beato literally doesn't have to, this guy has all the connections in the world. He has millions of followers. He doesn't even have to make a video about this. He doesn't have to go to Congress to fight about it, but he is. What are you doing? Telling people you're playing devil's advocate? Telling people to just delete their videos?
And be able to monetize on YouTube.
You're
and
a snake.
I firmly believe and also know in most cases, a lot of these YouTubers are monetizing most of these reactions, but they're telling people they're not. And every case is different. I will say, if you're doing a random ass reaction to a random ass band that you don't have a connection to, you are risking getting a copyright claim and or a strike. And you will probably get a copyright claim no matter what. But every YouTuber is disputing those copyright claims and using fair use, as Rick was trying to bring up. And when you select fair use on a YouTube dispute, reaction video is one of the choices that comes up. So this is a thing now. Like, reaction videos are one of the categories you can select for arguing disputes. But going back to what I was just saying, disputing a copyright reaction does nothing to your channel. There's no harm done, even if you lose. You dispute a reaction, and what happens is it goes to the copyright owner, usually the music publisher. They then have 30 days to review your dispute and either accept it, releasing it to you so you can monetize, or they deny it, meaning they hold the copyright, they get the revenue. Or a lot of the times, most often, they just let the 30 days lapse and then it automatically goes to you. That happens all the time. So I know all of these reactors and all of these people are disputing all these.
Yeah, and let's pause it there. Yeah, that does happen. I mean, I wouldn't say it happens all the time because it really doesn't happen all the time. It does happen sometimes. And in fact, I just had to wait 6 months for one of my baby metal videos for that to happen, by the way. But it pisses me off that we have to wait 30 days, because what if you're doing a reaction when the song first comes out? You wait 30 days, no one's talking about this song anymore, no one's talking about it, it's already, they've moved on. So you're trying to get in on the hype. That's the whole idea of this, and spread the song around. And when it takes 30 days, they know that your monetization for the song, even if they do just let it go, you're not going to get anything for it, especially a person like me. Maybe him, who knows? He might just fucking do some shady shit behind the scenes. I don't know. But for me, that's what happens. When I have to wait 30 days, and because I'm waiting 30 days for them to respond, it's still sitting under a copyright claim. And it's not just copyright claim, they take the money. It's copyright claim, they suppress the video, no one sees it. Unless you're like a diehard fucking fan. That happens every single fucking time. Literally, only diehard fans for bands look up these bands and try to find their reactions and if they're copyright claimed, just so you know. And a lot of the times, I don't even monetize my videos at all, because they just sit there demonetized, and all the money that's racking up, if it is racking up any money, goes to whoever. So the monetization goes off and nobody gets anything. But I'm just going to end it there, because I think that this guy is absolutely full of shit, and I feel like I have proven my case for why I think he's full of shit. And I feel like when you are going against other people in the same community, just telling them to just delete their videos and they won't have to worry about this, it's like not really, it's counterintuitive to what Rick Beato's even fucking talking about. It's like you literally, it's like the point went over your head, or like in one ear, out the other ear. Like you didn't comprehend what the fuck was going on at all. Because like you're in the same scene as us, in the same sphere, but you're like, well, just you know, delete your video if you get a copyright claim, and then or copyright dispute. If you disputed it and they're gonna fucking put a strike on it, delete your video, you won't get a strike. Or these labels don't have to infringe on your copyright, your fair use. Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about that? We have rights and we don't want them to be trampled on by fucking corporations. I know that you don't care, and that's why you just take every fucking sponsorship under the fucking sun, whether it's a scam or not. That's why you promote fucking... That's why you promote the Charismatic Voices fucking scam Kickstarter thing that she has never updated in years. Like, I don't know. You are literally, like, you make no sense, bro. And you're not fighting for us, the fucking reactors, the actual people who are actually doing this. And it just, like, it pisses me off that, like, there's people out there that are, like, in the same sphere, but they have the connections, they have these, like, little cliques and fucking Discord chats that they're in with all these fucking people. They're all scamming and scheming behind the scenes, and then trying to tell you that you're wrong about fucking insinuating that's what they're doing, even though they're telling you that's what they're doing. Oh, well, I'm in a Discord chat with a bunch of other people. We pretty much just, like, basically share your contacts with each other and how to get fucking your shit whitelisted. But all these other reactors, no. And it doesn't matter if you're new or not. I've had my channel for fucking 5 years too. It doesn't matter. And I've been on YouTube longer than that. I've been on YouTube since like 2005, 2006. It just doesn't make any sense of why you're trying to fight against the people who are literally in the same sphere as you. That's like, it's snake behavior. It's snake behavior. And quite frankly, I don't want to put up with it. And I'm going to call more people out that act like this. Anyway, if you guys like this video, let me know down below. I'm not going to debate in the comments, but like, let me know if you guys, what you guys thought. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Maybe join my Patreon because I do have a reaction up there that was fully blocked and I haven't been able to get it unblocked from the record label, even though he says that that's what you just have to do.
They call me a